Hi, so you've seen the first confidence building exercise. Well, if you haven't, then you really probably should if you're trading pre-race in the horse racing markets. And I did mention in that there's a separate sort of application of the exercise as well, which is what I'm hoping to show you now. So obviously the markets vary a lot, and you need to have a bit of an understanding on what's going on in the different markets to choose whether you're putting which one you're going to try and put into effect. Although it can evolve in the situation at times, and you'll end up developing it. You might have gone to approach with confidence building exercise number 1, and you end up doing it with number 2. But I think it's important to have two different types of applying this sort of method to the markets, because obviously you got two different sort of types of your trading, really two main ones anyway. You got your scalping and you got your swing trading. So first confidence building exercise was more of sort of scalp type situation. We're not really expecting the market to go crazy everywhere. We said we're going to lower the stakes, we're going to keep it down to 1 trade, 2 absolute max, to really sort of hone us into a situation whereby we only apply ourselves into the market and open a trade when we're feeling very confident about what's going on. And like we said, that self-fulfilling cycle goes round and round. Once you've done sort of 4, 5, 10 markets maybe, you're feeling on top of the world and you're feeling a lot better, and your trading's actually starting to go down a more positive route mentally, which is a massive part of trading, and trading the pre-race markets, which really helps you out. So say for example we're in our confidence building sort of part of the day because we've had a bit of a blunder or whatever might have happened. We've tried a couple of different races, we've come to this one and I'm thinking this one might move a little bit more. We've got 2 clear favourites here, one of them very short price and the other one's sort of about 3 to 1. So I'm expecting sort of the front 2 to move around a little bit more than the rest. You can see I'm hovering over there with my cursor on the second one. It's probably the one I'm gonna try and trade here. At the moment I'm not 100% sure on which way. I think it's probably fair to say that it's likely to drift a little bit more that second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my trade for 1 stake. There we go, at 4.1. And what I'm going to do, as soon as that order's accepted, or more or less shortly after, I'm going to be looking to take out a portion of my stake. Now that might be 30%, it might be 50%, whatever you feel most comfortable with. This odds range I'll probably take about half out as soon as it goes a tick or 2 in my favour. So I'll be looking to get half of that out at sort of 4.2 or 4.3 maybe. Oh, nice little spike there. Get out at 4.3. So you can see straight away this is what this exercise is all about, more so than the first one, just one little scalp. This is a case of I've opened the trade, I've got half out. Now look at my green zone there. It's down at 3.95 and 4. So it leaves me in a far better position confidence-wise. I'm feeling a lot more confident. I'm feeling a lot more positive about the situation. Therefore, I can make a better decision. And obviously, the market is not really sort of started to continue there. So I'm going to exit the trade if we can get out of 4.2, 4.3. I think we should. I mean, there's still every chance it may drift, but we put ourselves in a more positive situation. Although it was for a short time there, it's probably only for like 10, 20, 30 seconds. What I want to highlight from that, if you go back and pause this video, is once we opened the trade and we took half our stake out, it moved our green zone in the profit and loss column there. And you could see that our green zone crossover, as I like to call it, between the red and green, from the position whereby you're in profit to the point where you're in loss, had moved down to 4.0 and 3.95. It was between the two, even though we opened the initial trade of 4.1. So that's the important thing to take here. When it's sat in that position whereby you've got a little bit of space for a margin for error, we call it. You've got margin for error in your trade. You can sit back and make a better decision, and that's exactly what it's all about. It's just like when we were saying, well, when I was saying in the previous confidence building exercise, is you make far better decisions when you're not in the market. You actually make far better decisions when you're in a position in the market whereby you're already profitable. And you could say adversely, if it goes against you, you make worse decisions when it's against you. I mean, we've all been in that situation, haven't we? Sort of rabbit in the headlights. You're sat there looking at the market in a red, just thinking it's going to come back, or I hope it's going to come back. Or it's something that's a lot more prominent in learning when you're learning to trade in early days. A lot of people do that. So you make worse decisions when you're in the red. You make better decisions when you're in the green. So this part of the confidence building, as it were, although we expected a little bit more movement, it hasn't really happened in this situation. Is you want to put yourself in a green position whereby you've got a few ticks to sort of sit on it if you have to, and if it comes back to that 3.95 in that instance, you could have closed out and you still would have been no worse off than you was when you entered at 4.1, but we give ourselves them 2 ticks leeway, as it was. But either way, yeah, I mean, what we got there, like £8 or something. It's not a huge amount. But you build on that, you know, one race after another. So you've got your confidence building for your scalping, like the previous one. You make 2, 3, 4 quid race after race. You have one of these, you get a little one in there, another £8. It soon adds up. Before you know it, it's sort of 50 quid, 100 quid up, whatever. And you're feeling a lot better about the situation. You start to be a lot more confident in your trading, which then leads to better things. We want to keep ourselves in that positive, optimistic situation, or that sort of outlook on what's going on. So please implement this into your games, guys. I promise you it will help. That will help. That little, you know, just that little snippet there will actually help. If you keep trying to make it a routine in what you're doing, it really will help. And obviously I'm much rather you learn from my experience and my loss and my pain in the markets than your own. So learn from my mistakes. But yeah, that's confidence building exercise 2, if you like. So it's just the 2. If you just keep to that, build it up, you'll be on top of the world before you know it.